Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Get Well Soon podcast. We're here with me, Dale.
Me, Cafe.
Me, Liam.
Me, Kaya.
And today we're going to be learning about, or we're going to be talking about the new year and habits. All right, so the first question today is, how are you guys feeling about the new year?
Everybody's looking at me, okay. I'm feeling good about the new year. I think last year was very, very stressful for me, so it's nice to have a fresh start.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think my start to the new year was good so far, and I think I feel more productive than I was, last year, especially, during virtual. But, later last year, I felt like I was more productive than the virtual, so I think, the productivity is getting better, so yeah.
How about you, Dale?
Me. I would say I was pretty happy. It was actually kind of surprising. Every New Year is like, oh wow, it's like 2022 now. You know, you still think it's 2021. So it's pretty surprising, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I feel pretty hopeful. You know, I've been like working to always get better. You know, so about the virtual, how you guys how was the transition like coming into this from like the summer? How was coming that transition from online school to regular school? How do you think it was?
I liked it. I like talking to people and being around other people and sitting in the house all day. Online wasn't the best because I kind of felt isolated. I mean, I could still talk to my friends online, but it's definitely not the same. And I feel like you can just learn a lot better, at least for me, like in school where you can ask the teacher questions without worrying about like technological glitches or things like that.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like virtual, I did well with it, but, I felt like I was more distracted through the virtual. But, at school, I'm focused, homework that I wouldn't get done during, the virtual school when we have classes, I would get done during school, and then that would make my after school, more free. Yeah.
For me, it was kind of the opposite. I had a very hard time coming back. I was very anxious about coming back, and I feel like personally I did a lot better with online, academically anyways. I did a lot better. Looking at my report cards at least, I got straight A's, all of that time online, and then this year it's a little more difficult. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of different for everyone. You know, some
Yeah.
people prefer online more, others person to person. I think also like I remember when online started, I was doing really good. I think it was like a lot. There was a lot of less like wasted
Oh, yeah,
time. I
yeah.
kind of want to say
Mhm.
it was just a lot more quicker. Like you can get to school quicker, you know, or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
you know what I mean, and leave school quicker. So, and I think I was just like kind of doing really good. But I think at a certain point, I kind of fell off a little bit, and I know when I came back to school, just seeing my friends and being around them, I feel like that kind of like boosted my spirits again. All right, so with this fresh start of a new year, so it's like the fresh start after a fresh start, the fresh start being the new grade, but now the new school year. What do you guys want to do differently? And yeah, what do you want to do differently this year?
That's a good question.
I kind of want to stretch my comfort zones.
Mm.
I kind of want to do different things than I would normally because I'm a very, what would you call it? Very to myself. Like, I don't go and do all kinds of showy things or anything like that. I'm very to myself. So I kind of want to try and change that a little bit, at least before, going off to college and having to do that either way.
Like going out more with friends and things like that?
Yeah. And in school, doing different stuff too.
Oh, okay, and like the clubs and things like that. Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I think, I would prefer to, go out with my friends more and, also participate in, sports more because I'm trying to make the track team this year. So, because, I tried to, before COVID hit, but, then COVID hit, so it was difficult to, get involved in sports. It was impossible. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I want another opportunity to get in, have that on my resume, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. I agree. Like stretch my comfort zone and kind of figure out what I want to. I have a better idea of what I would like to do in my life, which is kind of. I think you're kind of always figuring that out as you go, but the end of high school is coming close, and I don't have a great idea of what I want to do in college or in a career. I have interests, but I think just narrowing it down it's the best thing to do right now, I guess.
Yeah. Going off what you said about like time, or the high school is coming to a close soon and wanting to like do more things, or I think it's like a lot of times it's about like making time for those things,
Mm.
and that requires like being good at like time management and not like like procrastinating all that stuff. It takes like a lot of time, and like time is really important because like if you want to have good like relationships, friendships, you need to invest time into them. You know, time hanging out with your friends, time to invite them out, and also time to like improve your health or all those things. So I think time is like one really important thing that people should like to think about when it comes to like the new year and wanting to do something new. So let's think. All right. So the next question is gonna be like, what do you think that you would want to do like right now? Like we all have like kind of interest in what we would want to do. Like maybe like narrowing down your interests or going out more. And the track team, that's pretty specific. Like,
Yeah.
can you guys think of like specific things that you may want to try to do like today or even tomorrow that you try to get in, that you'd want to get into? Before that, I know Kefe, he's been working on his exercising for the track team, right?
Yeah.
So you want to talk a little bit about that, the steps you're taking to reach your goal?
Like during COVID, like I was into exercising like every 3 days. Like I would do like an hour of exercising, and like over time, like especially when school started, like it became harder to do. So like this year, like I've been trying to get back on track with it, like trying to do it little by little instead of like doing it like all at once for like 1 hour, because like especially now, like I don't have the time to do that, or I don't want to like do it all at once. So like I try to do it like 30 minutes a day instead of like an hour like every day, because that's what I was thinking at first, but like that would be like too much to do. So I'm trying to narrow it down, but also not keep it too challenging, but be productive too.
Have you guys ever like wanted to start a new habit and you may start too big, like as he said, like going maybe like
Yeah.
going an hour or something, like every day, and like maybe a little bit unreasonable, and then it just kind of fell off? You guys ever had an experience like that?
Um, I am on different medications, and one of them caused me to gain a lot of weight a couple years ago. So I decided, I'm gonna try and lose some weight. And I went into it with this big mindset of I'm gonna exercise an hour every single day when I get home from school. I'm gonna put my homework aside and I'm gonna do that instead. And that was like one of the biggest mistakes I made because I was in so much pain. I was exhausted. I didn't have time to do my homework. It was just awful.
So are you are you still working towards that right now, or have you
A little bit. I try to here and there, but I'm not going at it as strong as I was before.
Yeah, I think it can be helpful to like start like small, as Kefe said, because I know he's when we because we have a Kefe and I were in a like a accountability club,
Yeah.
so we work with like building habits and things like that. And like I remember he started at like, was it 15 minutes first?
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, so 15 minutes, and now he's now that he's got it down, he started increasing the time to 30 minutes now. But it might have been harder if he just started from zero, because like when school started, he said he was busy, to then 30 minutes or maybe an hour, right? So, but he started smaller, and that could be more reasonable. And one thing to note is that like when you start small, it kind of doesn't feel like you're making much progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the real thing is like when you look back and then you realize, oh man, I fell off of this and I didn't make any progress, right? So it's kind of tough, but it's good to start small because it's all about the long term, right? That's what it's really about.
Yeah, I agree. I think people, and I'm definitely guilty of this, often confuse like dedication and like the amount of work you're doing. Like I do woodworking, and I look on the internet and stuff, and I see like great pieces of like art, and I instantly want to do that. And when I try to, I mess up and then get discouraged. But I think starting small is the most important thing because you're building like the base habits and the base knowledge that will get you to where you want to go instead of going right into it.
I mean, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much about it. And then let's think about like if let's just take like something for the audience to take home. Like if they wanted to start a habit right now, let's like think of like a list of things they could do. Like what do you think is the first thing you'd want to do if you want to let's say you have like a goal, right? Let's say you want to start getting sleep every day. Like let's say you're getting like 6 or 7 hours and you want to start getting 8 or 9 hours, right? Let's say 9 hours. So how would you what could be like the first thing you could kind of do or think about?
I think you could identify what's causing you to get less sleep. Like if you're on your phone or if you're watching TV or if you're doing homework till like midnight and then you go to sleep like once you're done. The sleep is not the problem there. It's what you're doing before the sleep that's causing you less sleep. So you need to, I guess, like work around that and figure out that problem first.
Yeah, so figure out what's holding you back from being able to reach your desired goal. And so let's say if it was your phone, right? How could we like go about minimizing the phone before bedtime or stopping that from distracting you? Yeah.
Like maybe like while you're doing your homework, like because like when you're done with your homework, like at least most of the time with me, like I would go to bed right after. So maybe like when you're doing your homework, you put your phone in like another room, or you can set like timers for like I do like 30 minutes of work and then like 5-6 minutes of breaks. So like you're not getting distracted while procrastinating, but you're also taking breaks here and there, so you're not getting overwhelmed when it's like a long night.
So like making time to use your phone, so you don't feel like, oh man, I want to use my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. What do you think?
I think one of the issues I have is I get a lot of notifications from other people texting me. So do not disturb is my best friend. Use that a lot. People don't like it, but that's okay because this is your goal. You should strive for it, and it shouldn't be about other people.
Yeah.
All right, so like an action plan could be using do not disturb, and then whenever you're doing your work, so that maybe you'll be able to get more of your work done. So now you're able to like not have a lot of work. So when you go to sleep, right? So I guess maybe there's like a bunch of things that impact it, right? Because it's not only your phone, but also like your work or your homework and other things. So I think there's like a lot of things that kind of affect like you from reaching your goal. I guess if you have a goal and it's kind of difficult. So I guess like maybe analyzing what you have on your plate and what's kind of causing it, and maybe trying to do like small things that could improve any one of those. And because there could be like different causes, so I think it's just about like trying, right? Trying and not giving up, because I know whenever it's hard, you're like, oh man, and then you just drop it and you forget about it, and then you're still struggling with the same habit for like another couple months, and then maybe you're like, oh man, I really gotta fix this. So yeah, I guess keep trying, right? That's kind of the message for today. You guys think that's good?
Yeah.
So everyone watching, keep trying, keep improving your habits. If it's been what 3-4 weeks, 3 weeks of the new year, and if you already fell off your New Year's resolution, it's okay. All right, keep working and get well soon.
That's good.